Have you ever heard the saying, it's not age that kills us, it's lifestyle that does? That line isn't just a philosophy, it's a scientific truth. And it's the exact message Dr. Brooke Goldner, a well-known American physician, has dedicated her career to sharing. Each week, in her Wellness Wednesday program, she introduces simple yet powerful principles of healthy living. These principles have helped thousands of people with lupus, cancer, diabetes, and older adults hoping to extend their years, regain their strength and vitality. Picture this. Someone who once had to swallow a dozen pills every day can now walk a mile simply by changing their diet. A grandmother in her 70s who struggled with constant joint pain is back to gardening with a smile after just a few months of trying Dr. Goldner's green smoothie method. Hundreds of seniors who once lived in fatigue now find joy again, simply by eating right and living right. What's amazing is that this power doesn't come from expensive drugs or operating rooms. It comes from the foods we choose and how we care for our bodies every single day. In today's video, we'll explore 5 keys to staying healthy after 60, rooted in the philosophy of Wellness Wednesday. From colorful meals filled with fresh vegetables and fruits, to energizing green smoothies, from cutting back on oils and refined sugars, to nurturing the spirit and strengthening community connections. And you'll see that health isn't some far-off dream. It's a choice you can begin with your very next meal. Before we start, I'd love to know, what age are you and where are you watching this video from? Drop a comment below so we can see just how vibrant and wide-reaching our Golden 60+ community truly is. For years, many of us were told that illness in old age is natural, that high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, or heart failure are just the side effects of getting older. But if you follow Dr. Brooke Goldner's Wellness Wednesday, you'll discover a very different perspective. Most chronic diseases don't come from age itself, but from decades of unhealthy eating habits. A major study from Harvard School of Public Health tracked more than 100,000 people over several years. The results were striking. Those who ate more red and processed meats had up to a 20% higher risk of early death. Meanwhile, those who consumed more vegetables, beans, nuts, and fruits enjoyed significantly better heart health and sharper memory. Dr. Goldner often says, our bodies are programmed to heal. The question is whether we're giving them the right ingredients. Think of your body as a garden. If you water it with clean water and nourish it with good soil, it thrives. But if you dump in waste and chemicals, the plants wither. The aging body works the same way. When we fuel it with greasy foods, refined sugar, soda, processed meats, and pastries, we're essentially dumping waste into our garden. Illness is simply the result. The wonderful news: science shows that even after 60, the body can recover powerfully if we change the way we eat. Someone with high blood pressure can see levels return to normal in just 3 weeks of eating more vegetables and cutting salt. A person with type 2 diabetes can reduce or even eliminate medications after several months on a whole food, plant-based diet. And for older adults, these dietary shifts often bring deeper sleep, less joint pain, and most importantly, renewed daily energy. So you see, chronic illness isn't fate. It's simply the outcome of repeated wrong choices. And the best part is that starting today, we can begin making better ones. If you're ready for that change, make sure to subscribe to Golden 60+. Each week, we'll share practical, science-based wisdom you can use to build confidence and strength in your golden years. One of Dr. Brooke Goldner's strongest messages in Wellness Wednesday is this: eat whole plant-based foods. So what does whole really mean? It means choosing foods as close to their natural state as possible: vegetables, fruits, legumes, nuts, and seeds, without refining, added sugars, oils, or chemicals. For example, a baked sweet potato with its skin on is a whole food. French fries soaked in oil are not. Research strongly supports this approach. According to the American Journal of Lifestyle Medicine, older adults who eat a whole food, plant-based diet reduce their risk of heart disease by up to 40% and live on average 7 to 10 years longer than those who eat heavy amounts of meat and processed foods. Why are plants so powerful? First, vegetables and fruits provide thousands of antioxidants, tiny defenders that protect cells from aging and damage. Second, beans and whole grains offer soluble fiber, which feeds healthy gut bacteria, eases digestion, lowers cholesterol, and boosts immunity. Third, nuts and seeds supply healthy fats and vital minerals that keep the heart and brain strong. Dr. Goldner often shares her personal journey. Once diagnosed with lupus, a severe autoimmune disease, she completely restored her health by adopting this lifestyle. Her story has inspired thousands worldwide, especially seniors, to believe it's never too late to heal. And if you're wondering, how do I even start, it's simpler than you think. Add just one plant-based meal a day. Swap scrambled eggs at breakfast for oatmeal, topped with fruit and nuts. Trade a processed meat sandwich for a chickpea and veggie salad. Replace red meat at dinner with a warm bowl of lentil soup. Here's the beauty. Once your body begins receiving the vitamins, minerals, and anti-inflammatory compounds from plants, you'll feel the difference. More energy, deeper sleep, and a clearer mind. Remember, eating whole plants isn't a diet. It's a way of living. It's eating to heal, eating to thrive. One of the lessons Dr. Brooke Goldner often emphasizes in Wellness Wednesday is this: the body is like a lake, and our health depends on whether that water is clean or polluted. After 60, many people unknowingly slip into a state of chronic dehydration. Our sense of thirst naturally decreases with age, so it's common for seniors to drink only 2 or 3 glasses of water a day. The consequences: blood becomes thicker, the heart has to pump harder, joints dry out, and the brain feels fatigued. A study in the Journal of Gerontology even found that mild dehydration can impair short-term memory and raise the risk of falls in older adults. But Dr. Goldner doesn't just say drink more water. She introduces a powerful tool that hydrates while packing in antioxidants: the green smoothie. This recipe has become her signature. A classic green smoothie includes a handful of leafy greens, spinach, kale, romaine, omega-3 rich seeds like flax or chia, fresh fruit, mango, pineapple, or banana for natural sweetness, and plenty of water, an essential base. Drinking 1 glass isn't just hydration, it's flooding the body with nutrients. Vitamin C, E, K, folate, fiber, and strong anti-inflammatory compounds. Think of it as lubrication for every cell, keeping the body running smoothly, the brain sharp, and the joints flexible. Many of Dr. Goldner's patients have reported that within just a few weeks of daily green smoothies, their skin looked brighter, digestion improved, energy soared, and for older adults specifically, sleep got better and joint pain lessened. How do you start? Replace your morning coffee or soda with a green smoothie. If the taste feels new, begin with more fruit and less greens, then gradually shift the ratio. Most importantly, treat it like brushing your teeth, just a daily habit. One smoothie a day can bring real change, not in years, but in just weeks. Remember, water is life. And when you combine water with fresh greens and fruits, you're giving your body one of the most powerful gifts of healing. Here's a truth many don't want to hear. Refined oils and white sugar are two of the biggest silent culprits, accelerating aging and disease after 60. In Wellness Wednesday, Dr. Goldner often says, every spoonful of oil, every piece of candy can act like a drop of acid in the river of your health. 1. Refined oils. Cooking with reheated oil or overusing refined vegetable oils forces the body to absorb saturated fats and free radicals. These compounds trigger inflammation, stiffen arteries, and restrict blood flow. For older adults, that's the doorway to heart disease, strokes, and dementia. A study from the National Institutes of Health revealed that just 2 tablespoons of refined vegetable oil per day can increase cardiovascular risk in people over 60. 2. Refined sugar. What about sugar? A single soda or pastry can contain nearly twice the daily recommended amount. Refined sugar spikes insulin rapidly. For seniors, that doesn't just mean weight gain. It raises the risk of type 2 diabetes, macular degeneration, and memory decline. The Journal of Alzheimer's Disease even refers to type 2 diabetes as type 3 Alzheimer's because prolonged high blood sugar accelerates brain deterioration. 3. Smarter swaps. The good news is you don't have to quit entirely. Just choose wisely, swap refined oils for extra virgin olive oil in moderation. Or better yet, eat whole nuts, like walnuts and almonds for healthy fats. Replace white sugar with fresh fruit for natural sweetness, fiber, and vitamins. Instead of industrial pastries, enjoy a handful of berries or a slice of roasted sweet potato. Dr. Goldner often reminds her patients, when you cut back on oil and sugar, your body thanks you right away. Many report that within weeks of reducing these, they feel lighter, their skin glows, sleep improves, and mental clarity returns. Aging doesn't automatically mean decline, but refined oils and sugar will speed it up. If you feel hooked on sweets or oils, don't worry. Start small. 1 less soda, 1 less spoonful of oil, 1 more apple. And if you'd like more tips like these, make sure to subscribe to Golden 60 Plus so we can continue building healthier lives together. 6. The power of mindset and habits. Dr. Brooke Goldner often says, you can eat right, but if your mind isn't healthy, your body will struggle to heal. It sounds simple, but it's deeply true. After 60, we face not just physical changes, but also emotional challenges. Losing loved ones, loneliness, or feeling less needed than before. These can weigh heavily on the spirit, and when the spirit suffers, the body follows. A large US study of over 70,000 older adults found that those who maintained optimism lived on average 7.5 years longer than pessimists. Not pills, not genetics, just mindset, attitude, and daily habits made the difference. So how do we build mental strength? First, start small. Begin each morning with a smile, a word of gratitude, a few deep breaths. Small rituals practiced daily create lasting effects. Second, stay engaged in meaningful activities. Gardening, journaling, reading, or simply calling family members. Food nourishes the body, but connection nourishes the spirit. Third, learn to let go. Releasing grudges and needless worries lowers blood pressure, reduces stress hormones, and improves sleep. Dr. Goldner often tells patients, don't try to change everything in one day. Pick one action, repeat it, and let it become part of you. Just like drinking a green smoothie or walking every morning once it's habit, it naturally leads to other healthy choices. After 60, mental health and daily habits are the golden key to balance. A healthy mind leads the way for a healthy body. Remember, habits shape destiny. And no matter your age, you can always begin a new habit that creates a brighter future. One thing Dr. Brooke Goldner often emphasizes in her Wellness Wednesday sessions is this: health isn't just nourished by what you eat, it's also sustained by the people you connect with. After 60, many people fall into loneliness. Children are busy, friends grow fewer, and sometimes a spouse has passed away, and that loneliness, according to the World Health Organization, is as dangerous as smoking. A recent report showed that prolonged loneliness raises the risk of heart disease by 29% and the risk of stroke by 32% in older adults. This means that sitting down to eat alone, living quietly in a silent house, can be more harmful than a greasy meal. On the other hand, having someone to talk to, laugh with, or walk alongside dramatically improves health. Dr. Goldner often encourages her patients to join community groups, whether it's a yoga class, a healthy cooking circle, or simply a group of old friends meeting at the market or going for a walk. These connections provide emotional support and make it much easier to stick with healthy eating and lifestyle habits. Think about this. Eating a bowl of vegetable soup alone might feel dull. But eating it with a close friend while sharing stories of the past turns that bowl into joy and into a cherished memory. Research also shows that older adults who maintain strong social ties have up to a 70% lower risk of dementia. Connection doesn't just warm the heart, it protects the brain. That's why one of the most important secrets to thriving after 60 is this: don't live the journey alone. Call an old friend. Join a class or a community group. Or simply share a healthy meal with your children or grandchildren. Remember, the body is nourished by food, but the soul is nourished by human connection. And when both are strong, the later years of life truly become the golden years. At first glance, Dr. Goldner's advice might sound like it requires super discipline. But in reality, putting these ideas into practice is much simpler than you think. You don't have to change your entire lifestyle overnight. Just one small step, one small meal at a time. Repeated often enough that becomes a way of life. Picture a simple, everyday routine. Breakfast. Instead of starting with strong black coffee and a pastry, try a green smoothie with leafy greens, flax seeds, and banana or pineapple for natural sweetness. It hydrates taste, nourishes, and keeps you full. Lunch. Instead of a processed meat sandwich, enjoy a kale salad with chickpeas, tomatoes, cucumbers, a few slices of avocado, and a drizzle of olive oil. Packed with plant protein and fiber, it's heart-healthy and satisfying. Dinner. After a long day, skip the fried meats and have a bowl of lentil soup with steamed broccoli. It's a staple in the Mediterranean diet, the eating pattern of some of the world's longest-living people. Snacks. Instead of cookies, have a handful of walnuts or almonds. Or sip a glass of unsweetened pomegranate juice, delicious and full of antioxidants. The key is, you don't need perfection. Even if you replace just one meal today, it's already a major step forward. Dr. Goldner often says, do the best you can with what you have in front of you. And beyond food, remember the small daily habits. Drink enough water throughout the day. Take a 15 to 20-minute walk outside. Spend 5 quiet minutes each evening breathing deeply and letting go of stress. Most importantly, share this journey with friends or family. Because when you're not walking alone, everything feels easier. If you find these ideas practical and doable, don't forget to subscribe to Golden 60 Plus. Each week, we'll bring more recipes and guidance to help turn your later years into truly golden years. Remember, health doesn't come from one grand decision, but from small choices repeated every single day. After everything we've explored today, one truth is crystal clear. Health in later life is not about luck, and it's not about genetics. It's shaped by the daily choices we make. Let's revisit Dr. Goldner's 5 key principles from Wellness Wednesday. Eat whole plant-based foods to heal the body from within. Stay hydrated and add green smoothies to energize every cell. Cut back on refined oils and sugars to prevent inflammation and aging. Build mental strength and repeat small habits daily. And finally, nourish your spirit with connection and community. Do you see? None of these require expensive medical technology or miracles. They start right in your kitchen, at your dining table, and in your own mindset. I know after 60, many people think it's too late, change won't matter now. But science and thousands of patients prove the opposite. It's never too late to heal. One new choice today can buy you years of better health, greater joy, and a more meaningful life. So let me leave you with one question. Tomorrow, where will you begin? With a green smoothie? A chickpea salad? Or maybe a phone call to an old friend to go for a walk together? If this video has given you hope and motivation, please subscribe to Golden 60 Plus and share it with your friends and family. Because sometimes one small piece of knowledge can change a life. Remember, aging is not the end, it's a new chapter. And in this chapter, you get to rewrite your story with health, with love, and with connection.